So now we're going to replace pickup stick B with string heddles. So I have a heddle rod here. This is just a dowel. You can use another pickup stick, you can use a shuttle, anything that is wider than your warp. And you're going to need some heddles. Now you can make your own heddles. 4/8 cotton works well, but I don't like making string heddles and they do come untied. So I like to use the heddles for floor looms. So these are 9.5 inches, I can't remember which, but as long as they are all the same size, then they're good to use. And what we're going to do is we're going to place a string heddle around every single end that is on top of this pickup stick. So I'll start at one end, I'll slide the heddle under, and it's got 2 loops. I'm going to fold my heddle in half, and then I'll just put 2 fingers in those loops. The reason I'm putting 2 fingers in there is so that I can be sure when I put my heddle rod in, it's going through both loops and not just one. So I'll grab my next heddle and I'll slide it under, open up the loops, I'll just loop them on my finger. I can put each heddle on the heddle rod as I do it, but I like to just get a bunch done first. Now what you might have noticed, or you might not have noticed, is that my string heddles are all in front of my pickup stick A. So my pickup stick A is back here, and it's the one that's going to stay in the project for the entire weave. And then we'll insert our string heddles, and they need to be in front of that pickup stick. This pickup stick needs to be able to go all the way to the back of the loom. Your string heddles do not. So this takes a fair bit of time. So we're going under, find that loop, make sure the loop goes over both fingers. What happens then when we put the heddle rod on is when we lift the heddle rod up, it pulls all these strings that are on top of the pickup stick, it pulls them up. So then once we get all the heddles on, we can take out the pickup stick and just have our heddle rod. As you're doing this, it makes sense to just flip this down occasionally and bring your heddles over top of the pickup stick and make sure there's nothing down here on top, still sitting on top of the pickup stick. Everything is being lifted up. That just acts as a check. So going under, fingers through the loops, fold it in half, pop it on my finger here. You can only ever have one end in a pickup stick or in a heddle rod. So even though all of these ones are being picked up, we have to have an individual heddle for each one. Once I get all these on, then we'll put it on the heddle rod and we'll start with our next group of heddles. So now that I've used up all the heddles I have here, I'm going to spread my fingers. That ensures that when I put my heddle rod in, it's going through all the loops. I'm going to put my stick down, slide it over, lift everything up, and everything's coming off my pickup stick. Now this is where things get a little risky when you're just getting going. At this point, your heddle rod could easily fall. So I'm going to tuck it back here. You could use magnetic ties, anything to hold it back here so it doesn't fall, or you can just trust that it's not going to fall. I'm going to go and I'm going to finish all these other ends, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I do to finish this off. I have all my string heddles on, and I'm just going to check to make sure I really do have them on. So what I've done is I've put my pickup stick B down, and I'm going to bring my string heddles on top of there and lift them up, and there should be nothing sitting on top of my pickup stick B. So once I've confirmed that, I can take pickup stick B out. Now, our string heddle here is still a little precarious because it can actually slide and those heddles can fall off. So I like to use some painter's tape to fix that. So just leave it there. I'm going to grab my tape and I'm going to pull off a piece that is a little bit longer than what's on my heddle. We've got a tangle here. You can do this in several lengths if you want, but I prefer to do it in one if I can. Oh, I got that a little longer than I needed to. And I'm going to fold it over top of those heddles. Let's just take some of the length off. We don't need quite that much length. Now what you'll notice is that your painter's tape doesn't really stick to those string heddles. You can see it's not really sticking, so it still isn't actually safe. So then I take another piece of painter's tape and I tape the end down. I'm just going around that end, and I'll do the same on the other end. So I'm just going around the end of that piece of tape. And now my heddle rod can't fall off. So to use my heddle rod, I'm going to use it exactly the same way as I would a pickup stick. I'll put my heddle in neutral and I'll just pull up my string heddles when I need them. When I don't need them, I can just let them lie there. When I need my pickup stick A, I can slide it forward. You'll see it brings the string heddles forward as well, but that's not going to interfere with your shed. But that's why your string heddles do have to be in front. If your string heddles were back here, then your pickup stick A couldn't move forward and flip up on edge. But now we can use both pickup stick A and string heddle B, and I don't have to do any reinserting of the pickup sticks.